All right, if you think AI bias isn't a big problem, you might want to think again. Author Michael Schellenberger warning Google's ties to the federal government need to be examined.
The real risk is that people are going to think that the Google results or the AI results reflect some accurate picture of reality, as though it's just sort of generally serving the landscape. Not at all. These are programs. They're programmed by human beings with clear political and partisan ideological biases. So I think we need the public to be aware of the ways in which Google's been biased. And look, I think we give a lot of federal contracts, huge government contracts to Google. It has to make a pledge to be nonpartisan, not political, for it to continue to get taxpayer money.
So what is the answer? Government regulation or innovation in the marketplace? Joining us now, O'Leary Ventures Chairman Kevin O'Leary. Kevin, great to see you. I've been dying to ask you this question. There's a lot of talk about trying to sue our way out of woke AI. But I wonder if you think that's the answer, or if the answer actually is more innovation that outcompetes what we're dealing with right now.
Well, I look at this from 30,000 feet and always believe this. More government regulation is never the answer for any sector, anytime. Innovation is the hallmark of what made the greatest economy on earth, the U.S. economy. The more you regulate it, the more you harness the potential, and you may even stray it into the wrong direction. Right now in spending in AI globally, U.S. is number one. Number two is China. Number three is the United Arab Emirates out of Abu Dhabi. And they are catching up fast because they don't let anybody get in the way of innovation there, and they have billions to spend. So my whole point is, why do you want to give up leadership? The 230 has nothing to do with this innovation issue, so that's just more litigation. The cost of free speech in America is the 2.5% lunatic fringe, which always has existed since the country was formed. You got to deal with that. But the answer is never more government. Ever, ever, ever is the answer more government. The answer is always less government, more innovation, because the market always solves for these problems. If you think Google is biased, you'll use the Microsoft product. Or if you don't like that, you'll use something else, because they'll innovate their way into market acceptance. Never, ever, ever say more government regulation on anything.
Copy. Okay. Loud and clear, Kevin O'Leary. Let me ask you this. The White House saying that it's not a big deal that President Biden didn't have a cognitive test. Kevin McCarthy told us something different last night. Listen.
He still has a teleprompter when you meet behind closed doors, but the teleprompter are cards. I found when I met with him, it would just be a couple. He would read from the card.
Just the two of you, and he's reading from cards.
It's like four of us, yeah. And if you deviate, like I didn't sit and negotiate with him the debt ceiling. It's not capable. He just sticks to the cards. And if you deviate from the cards, he can't continue onward there. That's what look at. He has served the country, regardless whether you like it or not. I respect the man for serving the country. I thank him for that service. But he is not of the age that is best to be able to serving in the presidency, especially the position that he is to going forward with what I have watched to serve again.
Do you agree with that last part, Kevin?
You know, this narrative about longevity is always going to come into the story anytime you get a candidate of any party. This is a nonpartisan issue as far as I'm concerned. Once you pass the age of 70, people are going to start asking that question of any candidate. And, you know, I think people aren't stupid. They're obviously watching this play out. And for me, the way I look at it, and I'm quite surprised this hasn't happened, because this narrative is going on every single day about Biden, and now even creeping into the Trump narrative as well. So if you're concerned about it, remember that 12.5% independent voter will determine who's the president next. So if you're Biden, and this is just an observation, why wouldn't you swap out vice president to somebody that would assume the presidency in the case, and let's hope that doesn't happen, that longevity becomes an issue midway through his next term if he was elected. Right now, and I have nothing against Kamala Harris, but she's the most unpopular vice president in history. Why in the world wouldn't they swap her out for somebody else? That's the discussion that's going to come percolating up pretty fast.
I want to switch gears with you, if I can, to talk about some of the EV competition as well. Apple earlier this week announcing that they're pulling out of their 10-year plan to build a car. China, though, their BYD trying to cut prices, I'm assuming, to gain market share. Are you worried about China's influence in the EV market 10 years from now?
I worry about China every single day. And all I want in terms of competing with them is a level playing field. So I'm all for maintaining tariffs and squeezing their heads every day until we get a level playing field. There's absolutely no reason why we remain the largest economy on earth. We cannot squeeze Chinese heads until we get what we want. They ask so much from us. They ask for the rule of law. They want to litigate in our courts. They want to list on our financial markets. And they don't give us the same in China. Come on, that makes no sense to me whatsoever. And I'm all for squeezing them every single day and keeping the policy tight until we get what they want. I've said this countless times. China understands the stick. They want the stick. Let's give them the stick.
Kevin O'Leary with a message of competing like crazy today. Great stuff. Good to see you, sir. Thanks.